Greetings viewers, a warm welcome to you all. Namaste. Leo, this is your reading for August. So for those of you who have a birthday in August, happy birthday for that. Powerful month for you guys because the eclipses have been taking place in July and moving through into August. So there's kind of lots of activity when that occurs, and as well, given the fact that it's your birthday month or energy on top of that, you could be feeling a lot of kind of inner thoughts, feelings, presences and ideas about yourself and directions on where you want to head in life under the surface of a lot of your actions, feelings and emotions. So anyhow, some words that came to you before we start the reading were give to myself, and also you can utilize the Archangel Gabriel during the month and the word inspire. So those are some things that you can contemplate and pull upon for positive referencing or to help uplift things or create movement and flow. So 3 different decks of cards this month. We'll try something a little bit different. We will first off use these Rider-Waite tarot cards, which we will shuffle for you now, Leo. There are going to be 4 of these, and these are general occurrences or actions that are taking place in the month of August. And as I say, it is set to be a month that follows on from the July eclipses, because there is another one in August. So possibly plenty of action and stimulation. I think you Leos like that sort of thing anyhow. Your first one is the 2 of Wands, then the 5 of Pentacles, then the Empress, and then the 8 of Wands. This next deck that we are going to be using is the Chakra Energy deck, and we are going to be utilizing this for your health area of the reading. So let's see what comes out for you guys. Something to focus on in terms of health aspects for the month. This is for Leo. These are big cards, so they do take a little bit of shuffling. This is to do with health. Health and home and living, I guess we could say. Let's pop those up there a little bit. Faith and intelligence. Okay, and then these last deck are kind of love and romance and relationship sector. One more shuffle for you guys. Okay, 3 of these express your individuality, your wish is granted, and you've got the power. So an interesting layout for this month, something a little bit different. Let's see if we can get all of those into focus because they are taking up a lot of space. First off, I see a lot of this kind of mauvey, purpley colour coming through. That does often associate with the 3rd eye area of the body. Those 2 cards in the middle are actually the crown chakra. So let's see if we can just try and focus as best we can on an overall perspective of the reading table. So the 2 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, the Empress, which is your only major arcana card, and the 8 of Wands. Now all of these cards can be interactive and sort of flow on from one another as well and create a pathway of messages that support different perspectives of life as well. So although we've given them certain kind of areas where they're working in, they can free flow much further than that as well. But starting at the very beginning with the Rider-Waite tarot cards at the top along here, we see the 2 of Wands. Now that is often thinking about career, the focus of career. We can sometimes feel that we are pondering exactly where we are wanting to go with that 2 of Wands when it surfaces. It is often talking to us about the need for balance, possibly around our career thoughts in life or even around our finances. And given that there is a Pentacles card next to it, It could be career or associated money or finances that you earn through your career that could be on your mind, that could require some form of balancing in and around that August period. Some of you may be contemplating a change in your career or expanding it somehow, so expanding your horizons. Now, if you own your own business, you may be wanting to take it further, like expand it somehow, and you may be looking at expanding it further beyond your own area. So some of you may be thinking of going global or going out into a broader perspective, or uplifting a new product or dynamic to add to your business. If it's not a business that you own, some of you might be contemplating going into partnership with someone over something. And for those of you in a career, you might be thinking about possibly even applying for work overseas or changing the destination where you live and wanting to perhaps grow out and change things up, possibly even to a different style of career altogether. You are definitely pondering this about the future, sort of thinking, where should I be looking in a few years' time, or what do I need to change things or to make it easier for me, also that I have more options in the future as well. It has those type of feelings with it. So some of you could be planning strategies on where to go for the future and how to get there. And that would be a really good thing, I think, using some planning and strategic work, which could be really beneficial. The next card is the Five of Pentacles, and it is a bit of a gloomy card, but it is often known as a temporary situation. So if this card comes to you in a reading, it can refer to the fact that there may be a glitch in your finances at this time. So you might find that things have pulled back, or there is a shortage of money to perhaps cover off some unexpected large bills or some debt that you're waiting on that isn't being paid to you. Again, if you have money coming in via a business or something, or if you were expecting a loan to be repaid. Even if you were applying for a loan to borrow something at this time, it may not be going as you wanted. It is often talks to us about the fact that we may have got ourselves into this situation through over dealing with something, like maybe we spent too much or extended our wanting to buy something too far, and so we're now feeling the consequences of that. So it's a card that says slow down, take it easy, check things out again and go back and see if you can make any changes to the situation that gets you to this place. Because sometimes forewarned is forearmed. It can also refer to feeling a little bit glitchy health-wise. So some of you may be feeling a bit under the weather when this card comes out. But again, it's usually a temporary issue. You could have a flu or a cold, virus type things, or some of you may even end up with a broken bone, exactly as it depicts in this guy here. It could be in the legs or the feet, or you could require some minor surgery or some time off work to put your feet up and rest. There is also the possibility when this card turns up that there is actually a relationship going through a bit of trauma and feeling as though it is out on the wrong limb in life. Sometimes this can be when partnerships separate and go their own way, and sometimes it can be when the woman decides to leave a partner. She stands up and says, right, I'm out of here, I've had enough. And it can often be when it's a male-female partnership. It doesn't have to be the close romantic one, although it can indicate that, but it can be friendships, it can also be family ties as well. We come to the Empress card, and she is kind of exuding the rays of sunshine and hope within the reading, just as this card here does as well, this Faith card. And I like the fact that this card is attached at the bottom of here, almost saying, guys, just have some faith and just know that nothing remains the same forever. So if we experience cycles in life that we feel a bit sluggish or glitchy with, they're only here temporarily. Nothing remains constant. Everything evolves around the cycle of change. The Empress brings to us fertility, happiness, satisfaction, gratuity, harvest time, repletion, sexuality and fertility. So the fact that she's come to you in your reading could signify feelings around this kind of, these attitudes to do with any area of your life. This could be happiness around relationships, even after we've just had this card here. It didn't have to refer to relationships, that card. It could have been referring to health or money or career as well. So the Empress could be happy relationships. Some of you could be socializing and finding, you know, new friends or new interest in members of the opposite sex or people that you are physically and emotionally attracted to. There could be new partnerships coming with some sexual chemistry tied in there. This is also often a card of fertility, so the concept of new ideas coming to you, which matches up with your first card, or the conception of a pregnancy as well. And then we see your last tarot card, which is the Eight of Wands. It is often known as the card of quick, swift action. So for some of you, this could be literal indication or news about your job or career. So if any of you applied for a job, you will probably hear about it in this month of August, possibly even before August if you're watching it in July or late July. And it'll give you an answer one way or another. For some of you, it will mean success and the moving on to something new. It could also refer to the fact that some of you are traveling, and if so, this might be by air and you might be going on a vacation or a business trip, and some of you might even end up going to places like this where the Empress is seated, you know, outdoors, beautiful nature, meadows or mountains, greenery, fields, pastures and rivers, and all of those might be really beneficial and kind of like re-energizing you and giving you some fire in your belly again. So the number 8 can represent, as I said, air travel. It may also represent the possibility of new partnerships coming in, liaisons and friendships and romantic ones as well. So it feels as though you are contemplating movement and changes as well as experiencing them. So it's like you're putting thoughts into action and they are creating, I think, change around you. If we come down here to what we designated as the health cards, and we've got these crown chakra cards, that talks to us very much about your head area of your body. So some of you may require some physical time spent on that part of your body, which includes your neck and your shoulders as well. If any of you have headaches or eye problems, it might pay to go and look into them. Some of you might need glasses for the first time or changing up your glasses. Some of you may even lose your glasses and think, oh my God, I can't pay to buy a new pair of expensive ones. So go back and try and trace your steps and see if you can find where you think you left things. And it doesn't have to be just glasses now that's coming to me. It could be other things too, like your keys or your phone. If you think you've lost them, you might very well go through some logical steps to be able to get them back. Now this happened to me just a few days before the first eclipse. My car battery went flat, my keys on my car were flat, I lost my iPhone all at once. It was a really weird bunch of things going on, but they were all resolved really easily and quite quickly as well. So the person who picked up my iPhone at the beach was a lovely chap. He was building on a house there and he found it in the grass. He picked it up and within hours I was, reconnected with my phone. And I also didn't give up. I was determined to be grateful for the fact that I knew it would be coming back to me. And I think if you have anything that occurs to you like that, hold on to the thoughts that these things will come back and that it won't be too costly. But coming back into both of these here and your head, some of you may need neck manipulations if you've got headaches or neck aches. You may have also be worrying about things unduly, or things are on your mind and it's spinning around a lot. So the two words on those cards, faith and intelligence, are going to play out really well in the month of August for you. So don't give up on things if you feel at any point in time you're either struggling under the weight of something, or you don't have the ideas, or you don't know how to go forward, or you're stuck or stressed, have faith and know that when you put positive attitudes into things in your life, you can move them forward. Also, use your intelligence. You know, the words on the bottom are education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility. So they're powerful words. If any of you are in a situation that is, as I said, stuck or problematic in any area of your life, apply intelligence. Learn to have flexibility. Educate yourself about a situation or people around you so that you can find a way around it and solutions to it. Look at the way you're perceiving it and move out further. Have a broader picture as well. Also with the faith card, it says get support if you need it, expect miracles, and engage in spirituality. So those things are going to be very helpful for your health sector in the month of August. If we come down here to the relationship area, we see express your individuality, and it says allow your true self to shine through because you're awesome. And your words that you got at the very beginning were give to myself and inspire. So don't worry if other people are trying to box you into a certain category, or if you feel like you're being, you know, one out of the box, like someone different. Really do celebrate who you are for what you are. Don't allow others to negate you, and especially in close relationships or alliances, or even in teamwork projects that might be in places such as employment. You have to stand up for yourself, provided you are not hurting yourself or others. You know, there is a fine line, obviously, when it's not appropriate to push the boundaries, when they go against laws and when they harm other people. But the other card you've got for down here for like romance, relationships and harmony is your wishes granted. What you've asked for is coming true. So if there's something that needed resolution, or if you were wanting to have new people come into your life, it feels as though now is a good timing point to expand on these horizons or ideas that you might have put into place. And we do see the possibility of new people with both of these cards up here, and we do see you looking into expansion out there. So just remember, what you visualize is what you bring into life. So the more you focus on the positives and what you really want to acquire in life, the more likelihood you have of achieving that. If you focus on negatives and worry about it, or are anxious or depressed, or say, no, that can't happen, then that's what you will bring into your life. And the next card here too is very powerful. You've got the power. Leo the lion, king of the beasts. Of course you've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. So the only thing I can think of with those three cards is you may have felt as though someone was not appreciating you or trying to make you be someone you're not, but it's suggesting that you just step up, use that Leo energy and power. Make sure you value yourself and inspire yourself and others about how you wish to behave, how you wish to be treated, and your relationship should either show improvement, or you should gain more inspiration and, you know, sort of more passion from relationships around you. I also noticed that there is this moon up here that looks like a new moon, but possibly also an ecliptical scenario as well. So that may also be tied into this moon phase of July and August and the eclipses. And it could be talking about really connecting with your desires in life and getting onto that bandwagon of making sure you are fulfilling your passions and dreams and expectations. So there you are, Leos. Have a wonderful month ahead in August, and yes, enjoy having some faith and utilising your intelligence, some new opportunities, being powerful and having wishes come true. So thank you guys, much love, namaste.